Let's just kind of start off with San Francisco, looking ahead to them. What is it? Is there anything about their defense that kind of stands out to you as, something that piques your interest about what it is that they do?
Yeah, very fast. I mean, a lot of speed on the field. They get the sideline to sideline really well. Obviously, Fred Warner, best in the league. One of the best in the league, super smart guy. We're going to have to prepare for him. And obviously, Bosa on the edge, got to have a game plan for him. So, we got to put in a good plan this week. We had a great day today starting out, this Wednesday, and got to keep building, day by day up to the game.
Do you find what they do to be a vast departure from what you just saw from Arizona, or is there some overlap? I mean, obviously there's always some overlap, but are there a lot of big differences in terms of what they do?
Yeah, different system. We're going to see different things. Obviously Arizona does a lot in their back end with disguises and stuff, but you got to be ready for whatever you're going to get. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get, but we got good tape from game one and just got to prepare for whatever. But we got a good plan.
It looks like Mac Jones is going to quarterback for San Francisco. Have you run into him over the years? What do you know about Mac Jones? Like, do you guys have a relationship at all?
No, I've never met him. I know Brock pretty well. Obviously played him a few times in college, but never ran into Mac before. But, he's a good player, and we got to prepare for him.
Kellen said that you guys had officials at practice today, and that's been really beneficial to help with the penalties issue from week one. I mean, how was that experience for you, and what were some of your main takeaways from that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were much more locked in today. I think seeing what happened in the game kind of woke us all up to, hey, we really need to take this serious, pre-snap, post-snap, all this stuff, alignment, assignment, details. I think having the refs out there helps, but it's on us to, lock it in and be like that every single play.
I think you called it a shell fest after the game, just describing that defense you guys saw in week one. Just considering who you have on your roster, you anticipate seeing a lot of that this year?
Every system's different defensively. They're going to do what they're best at. I think Arizona had a game plan. They wanted to take away the deep stuff. We had a few opportunities, but couldn't connect. But yeah, I mean, they did play with a lot of depth, and they're known to do that. And thought we played a game where we had to take it underneath and find their soft spots in zone, and thought we did a good job with that. Obviously want to add a few more explosive plays in there if we can, and continue to run the ball and just take what they give us.
Is it? That's maybe too general of a question, but can you hunt those explosives if it's not just the straight vertical or post or whatever y'all did a bunch of last year? You have to look for yak opportunities, I guess, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you want to take what the defense gives you. I mean, that's rule number one. You don't want to force anything. You can't win if you turn the ball over, so we got to protect the ball, move the chains. Thought we did that. Thought we need to be better, on third and long, and then in the red zone. Obviously, we got down there a lot. Just got to finish. But yeah, I mean, take what they give you, and when the shot's there, hit it, and pretty, straightforward.
On the interception that got called back because of the penalty, it looked like maybe Shaheed was going to the corner and the ball went to the foot. I'm just curious, is that kind of a on the same page, not on the same page kind of situation? And as you go back and look at it, what did you think of the throw decision in general?
Yeah, I mean, a little miscommunication. Ideally, I'd want that ball out further wide. But, game one, scratch it, move on to the next. Luckily we didn't have that play happen. We got a flag. And on to the next play. I think we scored that drive, finished it out.
When you reviewed that game, what did stand out to you as something you wanted to do better or something?
Something I want to do better from the game? Yeah. I think just third downs, continuing to extend with my legs. Thought there was a couple opportunities. We took one sack, and that was on me. Probably could have got down to AK with how much depth they got on 3rd and 8. And then just thought situationally we were good. Obviously want to give us a shot on that last play of the game, extend a little bit on that one, and just continuing to work on accuracy. Thought decision-making was good. We protected the ball. Just execute the offense.
Was there anything Arizona's defense did or your own game plan that Alvin only had 2 targets in the game? That's kind of a low number with the amount of passing volume.
Yeah. The game goes in so many different ways. You never know what's going to happen. I think that's just how it was that game. Obviously we want to get him more involved, but if it's run or pass, but we just try to, execute what's called and make the best of it. But obviously, a guy you want to get involved, and I'm sure we'll scheme up some stuff for him,
On the flip side, Chris had, I think, 13 targets in the game. I mean, I know he's always been looking
to get involved in other ways, open space, yards after catch opportunities. What did you like about how he's fitting in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a great job. He made some competitive catches in that game. Obviously the one towards the end, I thought that was a catch, and that was a big-time catch for us. He made some tight catches that, he was being strong through contact, and that's huge. We need that, and, he feels the zones very well. I think he's got a great feel for the game, and obviously he's a good route runner. Want to go at him more and more. Same with Sheed. So just trying to distribute it around. I can't circle one guy and just throw to him all game, but whoever's open will get the ball.
You mentioned Fred Warner. How challenging is that when you go against a player that can, diagnose a play like that, get the defense in the right spot, and for you to, recognize that, get your team, get your offense in the right spot? How much, I guess, a mental tax is that for you in trying to prepare for that?
Yeah, obviously, my first time going up against him, play like that. I know we played him preseason last year, but obviously going to be different here. I think just executing what's called. I think Kellen has a great plan for us. We had a great day today. Whatever my job is, be best at my job, and hope the 10 other guys will do the same. And I know they will. So we got to be dialed in on our job, and the rest will take care of itself.
Feels like in the past when we've seen offenses, just speaking of here, it's been a lot of rotation of the skill position players. It didn't so much feel like the case week one. What's the benefit to that for you?
I think just the chemistry of the guys. You know what you're going to get. You know who's in there. But again, I think we have guys that can come in and make big splash plays. I mean, I wouldn't look too far into week one. I think we got guys that can come off, the bench and make big plays and help us. So we're going to have to rely on everybody. How the season goes, and it's week to week, but got trust, got faith in all these guys.
One of those guys, Devon Bailey, Kellen kind of explained how his role would kind of grow because of how late he joined. Just what have you seen from him so far? Yeah,
super smart guys, picked up everything, super reliable. Obviously big body. He had a great catch in the game on the sideline on a scramble, and we had an opportunity on the back line towards the end. Linebacker made a good play, but he's a guy, obviously big frame, mismatch situations. You can get him lined up on guys. And he is very, very detailed, very smart, I would say, and has good hands.
The first and goal you're talking about on the back line.
Yep.
Yeah, when he's one-on-one, is it kind of like, okay, he's open? Is he kind of one of those players?
I'm going through my read, but was hunting him on that play. But going through my read, if he's there, I'll get it to him. If not, we'll progress.
You guys had a lot of quick pass attempts in this last game. What's kind of the key to operating that effectively? I think you went 18 to 24 on under 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to give access, we'll take it. If we can steal 6-7 yards at a time, that's just like an extension of the run game. So we want to continue to do that. But I mean, again, taking what they give us. If they want to take away the back end, we're going to have to beat them underneath and kind of, a lot of these teams want you to play patient, and that's what we had to do at times. But like we said earlier, we want to hunt explosive plays, get more explosive plays on the ground and in the air. So that's on us to get that done.
How do you feel about your connection so far with Juwan Johnson? And I know that you probably took some heat from some fans who, don't know what it's like to hold on to a ball while getting hit by a car. Yeah. But he was the most productive receiver on that game. I mean, do you see a lot of potential there? What's he doing well that you like that makes you want to find him?
Yeah, I thought me and Juwan had a great connection going back to last year. I mean, he was one of our top guys, and it's going to be the same thing this year. He's a guy. Very physical, very smart. He's like a receiver, but a tight end at the same time. So, he could do a lot. But he'll make big time plays for us all year, and we got trust in him, and we're going to keep getting him the ball.
He averaged last year, I think it was 24 routes run per game, and he ran, I think it was 44 in this game. Was that the expectation going in, or was that a game situation?
I mean, that's just how the game flow went. If he has to run 60 plays, he will. That's the type of guy he is. He's going to show up, put his best foot forward, and make plays for us.
What was your impression of that last opportunity you had when you got a chance to really see it during review?
The last play?
The second to last play of the game. The last one to him.
Oh, yeah, I mean, tough catch. It's a tough catch. You got to go up on 3 guys and bring it down, and Buddha hits you, and safety tries to punch at it. I can't be mad at that. He put everything on the line, and I gave him a chance, and we'll make it the next time. Thank you.